Hey, big dick subs. What is up, homies? I won't do that again. So anyways, guys, I successfully now understand and fully understand how CoinShare works. It appears almost every single person, including me, was kind of wrong on how it worked for the most part. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown on how it works. And I did see this comment actually on my video a few days ago, so this person kind of knew what they were talking about, I guess. This was a topic brought up a lot of times actually on the Max forums, the Hello forums. And it was properly, like a JMod did give a proper response about it. And I just found that out like a few days ago. So, I'm going to go to Edgeville before I fucking die from these and get some like sharks, I guess. So, 1 sec. Dying from a fucking Slayer task. This has got to be 2013. Alright, so this is how CoinShare works, guys. So basically, whenever an item gets dropped and you're doing CoinShare, everyone obviously gets a split. Now, everyone always thinks that it goes in the GE 5% below middle. I'm not 100% positive on that. I didn't really read too much about that. I'm almost positive it actually just goes in for straight middle. I just remember that back in the days when I used to flip and I used to buy, like, let's just say 10 Bandos chest plates, and I would buy them for 200k above middle. Out of nowhere, on an odd day, I would get a Bandos chest plate with 200k back because I was buying it for 200k above middle because it got coin shared. And that would happen, very unoften or very unregularly, whatever. Because there'd be like a billion people flipping, so in order for you to get that one, it'd be kind of rare. So anyways, so I'm not sure if it does go for below 5%. I'm almost positive it just goes for, completely flat middle. Now, CoinShare does actually bring some GP into the game. It's normally not too much, but it does add up after all the teams have been coin sharing all day, kind of. So an item gets coin shared, right? What it actually happens to the item is it goes into this thing called, I guess they called it as a wall, which basically means it is in a GE for middle. Now, if nobody is buying it for middle, which means the item is still going to sit there at the GE, and as the GE updates the offer until it's a price that people buy it for middle, then that's when the item actually gets sold to someone. Ever since they, so I mean, like a divine sigil for one example. There's a lot of divine sigils right now in the GE. Not many people, I don't think, really coin share. I mean, most people just kind of solo corp these days, but it would make more sense just to duo it with coin share on, because then you both basically get a divine. But what happens to the item is that it just sits in the GE at middle price, and as the GE updates that item, if it goes down or up, that item will also, I mean, normally it won't go down, it'll be sold before, or normally it won't go up, it'll be sold at middle before it kind of rises. But yeah, as the price of the middle of the GE price goes doin, the item that got coin shared will also go down to its middle price. So until an actual person buys it from the GE, it will stay in that, as you want to call it, wall for a while. So that's why Jax updated the price of those weapons right after the second day of the GE update for those Daigor or whatever weapons. Because people were buying it for more around that area. So all those ones that were coin shared got put into the GE were bought that next day for, 250 mil or whatever the split was. So that is how it works. So if it, once again, if it gets coin shared at a really high price, it will go to the GE for middle at whatever middle price that is. But once the GE updates that middle price on it and it goes down, whatever, until it goes to a price where people start buying it because it's like the same street price as it is middle GE, then it will be sold to someone. So technically, if they kept, let's just say, those weapons at max cash, for example, and they were always max cash, no one would ever buy one for max cash, but there'd also never be any in the game because they're always stuck in the GE until someone buys it for max. But that's only if Jax was to never update the offer in the GE for middle price being max cash. So hopefully I explained it kind of well. It is kind of hard to explain. It's very hard to understand, but it could also be quite simple to understand it. Now, the part where the money actually comes into the game, an actual bit of GP comes into the game, is when the item is a lot above the average price, like middle. I mean, like it goes in for middle, but it's a lot below that. You basically get the coin share drop of it being worth, as those weapons were, 500 mil, and then it goes down. So that extra money that you got from that split was put into the game technically. But I mean that's only about the price. Whatever they buy it for. Subtract what the split was and how much money came to the game. So if it got split at 500 mil, GP drop in total out of like 5 people, whatever, they each got, I guess 10 mil or 50 mil, or I guess 5 people. It would be 100 mil each if there's a 5-man team. And it sold in the GE the next day after it updates for 250 mil. Jax literally just let 250 mil into the game. Which is kind of the reason why party hats have White Party Hat reached max cash a few days ago. I'm not sure what it's at now, but there is a reason why they all went up that high. It was because a lot of money was brought into the game through CoinShare. And I'm talking possibly trillions of GP because, the first day it was CoinShare at 500 mil, and no one's bought that shit for quite a while now. But yeah, I think those weapons have gone down quite a bit lately. I haven't exactly checked, but I've seen people selling offhanded weapons for like 100 mil in the GE or on forums or whatever. But yeah, personally, I think they have to get rid of coin share, and if an item ever comes into RuneScape from a new boss, it should be priced at 1 GP, especially since we have free trade right now. There's really no need for it to be priced at 500 fucking mil. Like, why is Jax picking the prices for our items? That's probably the stupidest mistake you can ever make. I remember back when there wasn't free trade and Dragon Claws came out, they were priced like 150k the first day. And people were buying them for over 100 mil street price, which is like literally 99.9% junk you'd be buying in a trade. So like, you know, I don't know why they price their own shit like that. I mean, I guess you kind of have to if there isn't any free trade, but there is, you know, free trade is there. They should not be pricing our items at all. They should go in the GE, 1 GP, and then we get to pick. I'm going to die again. No, 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 no. I fucking have to tell you twice for a Slayer task? Oh, shit. Oh. Well, that's nice. Okay, well. Just going to die every single Slayer task I could possibly get. I still have 76 more of these. Like, I haven't done many of these at all. I've died twice almost. Oh, crap. I don't have a Steel Titan anymore, do I? Damn it. Can't believe I'm actually dying on a Slayer task. How newbie do I feel right now? It's no wonder they made it so easy to loot your grave. It's because they know we're going to die all the time. That's how Jax tries to make the game harder. Let's make it impossible. Did I just have a voice crack there? Anyways, hopefully that explained to you guys kind of how CoinShare does work. It's basically confirmed. It's 100% confirmed that that's how it works. Very stupid system on how it works. It makes no sense at all. Things they have to change is, first of all, you know, when a new item comes out, price it at 1 GP. Let us pick the fucking price of it. Don't influence what the price should be. I can tell you, Jax is very bad at thinking what a price is. I mean, climbing boots are not worth 75 fucking K, Jax, okay? Let's get real. Ooh, it's been a long time since I got that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys don't agree with me on what I said about CoinShare, then you are just stuck up, and that's just that's the truth. That is how it works. I'm not lying here. And yeah, I mean, it does make sense to a certain extent, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, it's like, why are they picking our prices? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next video. I'm totally ready to open up this effigy and get my agility to like 14 million soon. All right, I'll see you guys next video. Giggity giggity.